I would, at this point, I would also like to introduce maybe Simon. I can add you here. Simon is one of our AEs, and he's killing it at EvaBot. He has overachieved his quota. So maybe Simon, you can share a little bit about not just like most of the, of course, theory that we have talked about, but also how we can use our tool or some of the AI to actually implement some of these things.
Yeah, absolutely. As we walk through, right, sales is changing more than it ever has. Technology, the rise of AI, totally changing the game. And for the better or for the worse, people can still use AI to send out spam emails now in rapid fire. They can use it to send out the same old text messages. They can use dialers to make the same old cold call scripts. But how do you do better? How do you build an outbound motion with data and research at the core? How do you multi-thread? How do you find the right accounts to go after? That's a challenge. And for most reps, speaking to most companies, right, there's always a time, skill, or a will gap. So being able to go in and do account planning and account research, it takes a lot of time, like 30 minutes, an hour per account, at least. That's if you're good at it. And then it goes down, how do you prioritize your A, B, C accounts? Going through your entire account list, trying to find research, trying to take a look at their tech stack. It's not easy. It takes a lot of skill and time. And most SDRs, let's face it, they're new to the sales gig. They're out of college. They don't know how to go in and read a 10K, how to read financial data, read press releases, go into the Twitter, LinkedIn feed and find relevant information and then reach out, right? It's one thing to find the research, but it's a whole nother ball game to actually tie it back in a conversation or in a LinkedIn message and an email and a cold call. So, right, I think where the power of AI comes in is you doing an audit in your organization, going, what is truly time consuming? What can I enable my reps to get more time back in their day, right? So if research is taking 30 minutes an hour plus an account, is there a way to leverage technology to trim that down to a minute, to a few minutes? Is there a way to power them to do more emails, but also raise the quality? And not to pitch EvaBot, but this is where, right, a tool like EvaBot or AI can be powerful. And Robbie, is it helpful if I do a bit of a demo or show EvaBot?
4 minutes, like, so maybe you can show it for a couple of minutes and then, yeah, we can.
Awesome. So let me share my screen. I have EvaBot here, not from the POV of EvaBot, but actually from the POV of Savannah and the HireEZ team. I had the pleasure of working with Savannah. I don't know if you saw, but we're both wearing black. Just a coincidence, twinning. So
Steve Jobs this morning, so that was fun.
Nice.
We'll make a dress code from the next time.
Okay.
So with EvaBot and with AI, you want to get your AI to track your buy signals.
Are you sharing?
So for some, yep. Can you see my screen or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool. So for Savannah and HireEZ, right, we inputted their value prop. We inputted specific signals for them to be able to do account prioritization and account research at scale and more efficiently. So we're tracking accounts that have expansion, that have competition in hiring or looking for cost reductions, hiring directors of talent acquisitions or of recruiting. And essentially, our AI is scanning all these signals across Savannah's territory, across all of our accounts at HireEZ, and it's stack ranking them on a score of 40 to 100. So this is being done on a rolling basis. Every 2 weeks, this list is being refreshed, and our AI is identifying the accounts, right, that a rep should put their energy and time into. Because let's face it, they only have so much time and energy in a day. And the accounts that they want to focus on are the accounts that are, say, 80 plus, and they accounts are going to be 90 to 100. So focus your energy on those, funnel those into a sequence. And for instance, let's go into Hilton. So once you have your accounts prioritized, you can then go into the account with EvaBot. You can see all the prospects attached. As soon as you click in on a prospect, this is where the research starts loading in real time. So now instead of spending hours or an hour, you have it available to you in real time, and you can just give it a quick 5-minute look and understand the account pretty well. As to why we give it a 95 account score, we'll provide you with a brief thesis. But more importantly, if it's a public company, we'll specifically lay out a section of research that's getting pulled from the 10K and earnings data. We reference everything, the actual SEC doc, the Seeking Alpha transcripts. So why is Hilton a 95? So they're growing. They absolutely have been smashing it. It's a hot summer, it looks like. So they're also going more digital, and they're leveraging, right, their loyalty program. So as they do this, as they innovate here, they're going to need attract the right talent to manage and innovate, as this is a core driver in their revenue. We can see that their pipeline increased to a record 472 rooms. That's 10% over year growth. Huge. This is just out of the 10K in earnings. We have a whole another section where it's the latest business news. Yeah. This is getting pulled from 66 sources. As you can see, they're planning to go from 350 to 700 hotels by 2028. That's more than double. They're hiring for nearly 5,000 hotel job openings across 23 brands in the US. They're focusing on DEI. These are all the right things. This clearly is a good account for HireEZ. They're going to need some automation and some help in hiring if they plan to double their hotel portfolio and hire 5,000 hotel jobs this year alone. That's right. That's a lot of work. So now Savannah.
With those, the summary too, like, you know how I was talking about doing like less with, like doing more with less, right? Is like this simple motion of like not having to click into all those different things and just seeing the summary here and then being able to click it on and put it into those communications is exactly where you combine like the efficiency and having the plan of attack and then being able to actually execute on it in a way that makes sense and actually has some relevancy to who you're trying to talk to. So I think like with those kind of what you're showing that are relevant to HireEZ, that's why.
Yeah. I think we are out of time, but good job, Simon, like of showing this in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
I would like to thank everyone for joining us. I know your time is important. So, thank you for staying with us for almost an hour. And thank you, Tom, Savannah, for joining us.